Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tiana. I am brand new to this, 21 years old, living in Arizona. This has been something that I have been wanting to do for the longest time. A little bit of intro before I get into the actual purpose of this video. Really, I just wanted to start a YouTube channel to share my life with people, help make somebody's day a little bit better by sharing positive, uplifting content with you guys, sharing my experiences, advice, helping people to learn from experiences that I've personally been through, and just sharing, life with you guys. And hopefully these videos make your day a little bit better. Getting into the purpose of today's video, unfortunately, this year has been a little bit rough for me, I'm not gonna lie. I've been scammed. I've been a part of Mlm'S, multi-level marketing companies, get-rich-quick schemes, and it kind of sucks, honestly. And when you go through something like that, it's difficult to recover from it. It kind of consumes you, and I don't know, it just takes a big toll on your life when things don't work out the way that you think that they're going to, and especially when you put so much effort, so much time into something that you think is going to legitimately, positively affect your life in a really good way, and then it doesn't, and it does the complete opposite. It's difficult to recover from that. So I'm just gonna share my experience with you and share some tips on how to avoid things like this, and also just how to overcome these types of situations after you have already been a part of and have left these types of companies. So the first company that I joined was right at the beginning of this year. One of my past friends from high school, actually we ran track together, she had messaged me and she asked me if I would be interested in learning a new skill set, learning how to trade, learning how to basically generate income by trading with different currencies. I might trade the US dollar for the Japanese yen and make a profit off of that. So I was like, yeah, I'm more than happy to look into it, more than happy to make some more money if I can. More money is always better. So anyways, she got me into it. I started doing it. This company is called ETHNICITY, if you haven't heard of that company. I'm not going to say that it's an actual scam because I can't say that for factual. I guess there have been people that have made money off of it, but personally, in my experience, I lost money. So I got into the academy, and basically kind of how it started was they preach that you will be educated, and there's tons of multi-million-dollar educators that are going to hold your hand through the whole way and teach you how to be a successful trader and teach you how to make real money, and also how to basically become a millionaire over the course of a year if you follow their plan that they have for you. So they show you this basically spreadsheet of days and numbers, and if you follow this spreadsheet, you follow this compound calculator, essentially you will become a millionaire over the course of a year if you follow it to a T. But they don't tell you that you're not going to clear every trade. They don't tell you that it's very unlikely for you to actually get to that point within a year. Once you actually get into the academy and you start doing your own research and you start doing the modules that they set out for you, and you start watching the educators and you follow what the educators say in their go live sessions, it really just isn't what they say that it's going to be honest. And they tell you that you're going to be clearing 9 out of the 10 trades that you take, and I was honestly clearing maybe 3 out of the 10 trades that I was taking, and I thought that was, for being somebody that just started, I thought that was a good thing, but then it just continued, and that's how it was like the whole time pretty much. So that was that. And once I realized that I could potentially be a part of a scam, I was like, I don't really know what to do at this point. I've already invested so much money, so much time into this, and I confronted them about it, and they just blamed me. They blamed not putting enough effort in. They told me that I wasn't putting enough time in, I wasn't doing the work, I wasn't taking enough time to actually trade, when in actuality, I was literally taking time off of my full-time job to do this. I was taking time out of my full-time job to do this. I was trading during work. I was trying to recruit people during work. I was trying to do everything that I could to make this business successful and take me to the next level, and potentially become a millionaire, like they said. The next thing, they preach how everybody in the company is so, you know, people persons, I think that would be the word. They're people persons, I guess. And they care about you and they want you to be successful and they want to help you get to that next level. But when it comes time for them to actually help you and actually answer the questions that you have, they're silent. And that was another big problem that I had, is if I'm going to join this company and I'm going to join this team that is claiming to be people that are there to help you all times of the day, and then they don't do that, and it's like, okay, well, that's a lie, and now I'm just kind of screwed here. So that was my experience in the academy. I didn't make any money. It was, I believe it was around $500 to start, and then it was also $500 was the minimum amount that you could deposit into your broker. Now, getting into this whole broker situation, they claimed that after you turned your account over 3 times, you would be able to withdraw the money from your account at that point and use that as your weekly income or monthly income, or however often you wanted to withdraw your funds. It was completely up to you, but the first thing you had to do was turn your account over 3 times. That means if you started with $500, you would have had to have $1,500 in your turnover in order for you to be able to withdraw any money from your account. So mind you, I started with $500, and by the time I got to the point where I was like, I want to be done, I just want to take my money out, I had, get this, I had $736 or something like that in my account, and my turnover was over $10,000. Then I go in to withdraw my funds, because at this point I'm like, at least let me get the money back that I put into this, and it doesn't let you withdraw your funds. The broker literally says something along the lines of, and I can insert a screenshot and try to do it again, but it says something along the lines of, you're not able to withdraw your funds, something like that. So yeah, I was obviously very disappointed with that whole situation, and just to be deceived and to be lied to, and to have my hopes so high that this is going to work out, and then it didn't, and it was a bummer, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it was a big bummer. So that was that. I moved on and I went into a very dark space for a long time. I think I started in around January or February timeframe, and I ended up leaving, I think it was before June. I think it was maybe like April or May is when I was like, I gotta call it quits. And after that, it was hard because I had dedicated so much time. Now I don't have a job anymore because I dedicated all of my time to this. I wasn't even putting forth my best foot in my actual job anymore because I thought that this was going to be my forever thing. And then it turned out to not be that, and it was very difficult. So mental health was not good. The way that I kind of pulled myself through and got myself back into my normal mindset of thinking positive and knowing that the universe has got me. I don't know what your beliefs are, but I believe in the universe. I believe in the law of attraction. I believe in energy and all of that stuff, and that might be a talk for another video if you guys are interested. But I just put my faith back in the universe, and I just talked to myself. I meditated. I manifested the things that I wanted to come to life for me in my life, and the main thing was just to have my mental health back, just to have a positive mindset again, and to stop dwelling on all of these negative things that just happened to me. And once I was able to do that, I moved forward, and here I am now in Arizona. So I was living in South Carolina with my husband before this, and to be honest, we hated South Carolina and we couldn't wait to get out. So once we finally were able to get out of South Carolina, we're like, let's go to Arizona. He is in the Air Force, so we actually were lucky enough to get his base of preference, which was here around the Phoenix area. So that's where we are. But before we moved, that's completely besides the point. I'm rambling, I'm sorry. But anyways, before we moved here, when we were in South Carolina, the main thing that I wanted to do was figure out what I was going to be doing for work. Because obviously when you're moving to a new state, the last thing that you want to worry about is how you're going to generate money. So I was looking around. It took me quite a while, honestly. I think I was looking for around 2 months, and then I finally found a job that seemed like it would be a really good fit. I'll just kind of go over the description of the job, and then I will tell you the rest afterwards. So basically what the job is you're a package inspector. You have packages delivered to your house from customers that order packages. Once the packages are delivered to you, you open them up, you take a picture of the contents inside the box, you upload it to your dashboard, make sure that there's nothing damaged, everything that's supposed to be in the box is in the box. And then once you have uploaded it to your dashboard, they give you a shipping label. You bring it to FedEx, UPS, USPS, wherever they say to go is where you bring the package. And then you will get a bonus based off of how many packages you bring in a month. It could be $40 a package. And then you get your base salary of $1,800 per month is what they guaranteed. So I'm like, okay, great. Like, this sounds amazing. My main thing is I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to have to basically be a slave for a paycheck. I didn't want to be the type of person that literally dedicates your whole life and soul to a job to pretty much get the bare minimum in return from them, as far as money, as far as them actually caring about you, and all of those things that I'm sure everyone knows how a real job is, at least the jobs that I've worked in the past. But sounded really good, too good to be true, honestly, and I didn't really see any red flags from the start because I had a legitimate interview. The documents they sent to me to have me sign were sent via DocuSign. When I sent in my W-4, it was through DocuSign. It was a legitimate W-4 that I had my mom help me fill out because I don't know anything about taxes. And everything was just real. Like, everything felt so real. Then I get into actually doing the job and I'm getting these packages. I'm getting PlayStation 5s, I'm getting GoPros, I'm getting $800 jackets that people order. I'm getting everything that you can order, I'm getting to my house. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I'm so grateful. I literally said every day, I am so grateful that I'm able to do this job and to be able to basically live my life how I want to live my life and also get paid at the same time. And it just felt amazing. I was so happy. Well, oh, and then also I had managers. I had 3 managers. Their names were Luna, Eddie, and Joanne. And all 3 of them, I would talk to them on a daily basis. They would call me, we would chat, they would ask me about the packages, they would let me know when the shipping labels were going to be uploaded. And the weird part is they were personable, nice people, and I would have never suspected that they were doing what you're about to find out that they were doing. So basically, I got a knock at the door. I was in the shower, well, about to get in the shower, go to the door, and it's a police officer. And I'm like, can I help you with something? And he's like, yeah, have you been getting any weird packages delivered to your house? And I was like, not anything weird. Like, I've been expecting every package that comes to my house. And he's like, okay, well, there's been some issues with people having packages that have gone missing or things like that. And it was weird because the day before he came, I had a package that was supposed to be delivered that wasn't delivered. So I was like, yeah, I mean, I've been experiencing the same thing. I had a package yesterday that said it was delivered, but I never received. And he was like, oh, okay. And he took down my name and my information, and that was pretty much it. He said, there's probably nothing for you to worry about. If so, our investigator will contact you and he will let you know what next steps need to be taken. So I'm like, all right, cool. Dust it off my shoulder. I'm thinking, you know, nothing is gonna come of this. This is my job. Like, there's no unordinary packages coming to me. I'm expecting everything that's coming to me. I literally have tracking numbers and proof that I have all of these packages that are addressed to me coming to my house for me to be sending out. And maybe like 3 or 4 hours later, the investigator of the city of Buckeye comes to my house, and more or less I open the door and he says, it's a scam. And I'm like, huh? He's like, it's a scam, what you're doing. And I'm like, my job? And he's like, yeah, it's a scam. And I was like, you're kidding me. And he's like, no, for sure, like, it definitely is a scam. And he came in the house and basically showed us all of this stuff. They use fake phone numbers through like WhatsApp and things like that. They use fake emails that they generate or pay for. The company that it was is called Psonia Post LLC is what it was called. When I looked it up, their legitimate website came up, and it was like I said, again, no red flags. Everything looked real. It wasn't anything that I thought was gonna be fake or a scam at the end of the day. And then when he looked it up on his computer, the first thing that came up was like scam report or something like that in the Better Business Bureau, and saying on the Better Business Bureau that they're a scam. And I was like, oh my God, like this is insane. I can't believe now, first of all, I feel like I got scammed at the beginning of the year, and now we're getting towards the end of the year and I'm getting scammed again. And so he explained it to me what they do, and basically what these people do is they steal people's credit card information. They purchase whatever it is that they want. They hire me, or a package inspector is what they call us, or other people that have done this too. I'm not the only one that was a victim of this, but they call us package inspectors. They hire us to basically do the dirty work for them. Once they steal this credit card information and they purchase whatever they want to purchase, they send it to me, and then I send it to either them directly, or I'm sending it to somebody else that's also doing what I'm doing, thinking that they're getting a package from a customer. And then it just keeps going. And then eventually, once it does get to the people that stole the credit card information, they sell it on eBay, or they use it for themselves, or whatever. I'm not really sure what they do with the things that they're getting, but that's pretty much the gist of it. And once I found that out, I was like, this is absolutely insane. I'm in shock. These people are getting their credit card information stolen, and then they think that I'm the one doing it because my name is on the packages that are being delivered to my house. So they think I'm scamming them, and they also don't know who the real scammer is. And I had no idea that I was being scammed from the start. So yeah, it was awful. It was a very difficult day to hear that type of information and to have the police come to my house. I've never been in trouble a day in my life. I've never been in trouble with the police a day in my life. I've maybe had to talk to them 1 or 2 times, but nothing serious, nothing that's gone on my record. Well, speeding tickets, but other than that, nothing that I have done has ever caused me to be looked at or watched by the police. And this was something that I was like, oh my God, am I going to jail? Like, am I in trouble right now? And he's like, no, you're a victim. And he asked me if there was anything that I could do to help him solve this issue. It's going to take time, but he asked me if I could relay any information that I had to him. So of course I said yes. I gave him all of the tracking numbers that were attached to this dashboard, screenshots of the dashboard, the names and the phone numbers and the emails of these people that were scamming me and other people, and all of that information. And then after that, because I submitted my social security number and my direct deposit information and all of that stuff, I had to change my checking account number. I had to put a freeze on my social. I had to send a report into the FBI. There's like a search thing that you can do basically to see if your information has been sold. So it's called Have I Been Pawned or something like that, .com or .org, I don't know. Something like that. I had to go on there and check to see if my information has been sold, and luckily so far it has not been, but yeah, it was rough. It was really rough. And it's sad that there are so many different types of schemes and scams like this in the world that people have no idea about. And they've gotten so smooth at trying to make these things seem so real. Like I said, I had no red flags. Everything that they did, portrayed, said, proved, seemed to be so real, especially because I was actually getting these packages delivered to my house. I'm like, how can this be fake? There's no way. And then to put the cherry on top, I never got paid. I was supposed to get paid 1 month after my start date, or after my first package was sent out, because I was in a probationary period, they called it. And then once that 30-day mark came, the money didn't come. So they have my social now, they have my checking account number, they have all of my information pretty much, and I got no money. I sent out packages that were essentially stolen goods, and yeah, I pretty much got nothing out of it except a victim of a scam, being a victim of a scam, and it was awful. But it is what it is. You live and you learn, and I've obviously learned from that, and I'm sharing these experiences with you guys so that way if you ever come across something like this, if you are ever doubting yourself, listen to your gut. listen to your intuition, listen to your mind telling you this is probably not something that I should do. I didn't have those red flags, so now you know if somebody comes to you or you find a job, and that's the other part. I found this job on ZipRecruiter. So I was like, okay, there's no way this can be fake. Like, ZipRecruiter, this is a reputable place. Like, I've found jobs on there before in the past, and it's been real. So if you see jobs on there like that, or you see jobs on Indeed like that, or anywhere realistically, you just need to be careful. But yeah, mostly I hope that you guys can learn from my experiences, proceed with caution when it comes to things like multi-level marketing companies, and I guess you gotta be taking caution with jobs too nowadays, because there's scams on Indeed, there's scams on ZipRecruiter, and all of those different job websites, and being scammed is no fun, and I would hate for any of you guys to have to go through that or experience it. So hopefully you can learn from my mistakes, and of course, if you have any questions or concerns or any advice, if you're going through something like this and you need help getting over that hunch, feel free to comment down below in the comment section. I am happy to give any more advice that I can. Also, feel free to follow me on my social medias. I post on my stories all the time, so if you want to get to know me a little bit better, feel free to follow me on Instagram. That's pretty much the main place that I post on there. But yeah, I enjoyed talking with you guys. I look forward to engaging with you more, and I hope you'll have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week, and I will see you later.